We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. continuing to push back up, trying to retest that resistance and rejecting, but it wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well, and our SPY bot at 7:50 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision into the bell and after the bell, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see, they're popping up within the screen in the options chain. Some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with MMAT doing a full transition back here on the 27th to the 28th, from the dip area to the rip area, and fighting here within this consolidation. And we're going to break it all down in today's video, what's going on within the charts in the inflow versus outflow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 8:05 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there within 42 vision into the bell and after the bell, and put options went up 100% plus within minutes to an hour, guys. And as you see popping up there on the screen, some options even went higher than that within the options chain. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. doing that full transition from the 27th to the 28th here and 29th. And here we are with that dip area, full transition and consolidation. And if it's your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips to the rips and the rips to the dips, and where the weakness and strength lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators in inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with MMAT Metamaterials Inc. under a bull indicator since yesterday, and things popped up from 112 to a high zero of 116. And these inflows had finally crossed over. And here it is looking pretty strong so far at inflows of 0.04. And it keeps on rejecting up here at 119, 118. And it is fighting to hold itself up here to continue this staircase effect that we are seeing in the last several days. But it needs to finally break through resistance if the bulls are going to have any strength here. And if not, the bears are going to try to reappear and pierce right through the support levels that we've talked about, which we're going to break down in today's video. So the first thing I would watch here on MMAT is we want this strength to stay in the inflows above the midpoint on the 30-minute, and also pull away from it to the upside. And not only that, but also on the 15-minute. Right now, within the volatility, yes, it's under a bull indicator here since 112, but the inflows are now losing domination, and the outflows are slowly dominating here, slightly, just a bit. It's right there in the mid mark. It needs to cross back over, and if not, if it pulls down even further, it could quickly start to reflect into the chart. The one reason why the chart hasn't completely collapsed is because the 30-minute is still above and the 15-minute is just experiencing volatility. And if I zoom in even further into the 5-minute, you could see that those outflows seem to be trying to dominate, but inflows are trying to pick back up. This definitely needs to cross back up to the upside. It does have a bull indicator there, so we need to watch that very carefully. That's the first thing I would watch here. If these inflows on the 15-minute can cross back up, if not, the outflows could start to dominate, and then I would watch the supports very carefully. Now, on the 30-minute, we're above, and we want to see it pull upwards. But not only that, the 1-hour chart as well has crossed over today in the pre-market. This was below the midpoint in yesterday's video, and we wanted a bull indicator that can cancel this bear indicator, and here we got it. And now we have a bull indicator again, yet we hit our first bright green bar, which is what I refer to as the rip area or extreme strength on 42 vision. We want this to continue with strength and not go into red bars. This is our first dark green with red borders. We want that to switch right back up and retest resistance and try to bounce up with strength and keep these inflows strong on multiple time frames. So the 1 hour is strong. It's another reason why the stock is holding itself up. Now we saw the 15-minute and the 5-minute are the ones crossed below the midpoint, but the larger time frames here, they're above the midpoint. Now on the 30-minute, we want to see this pull upwards, pull away from the midpoint, but if it starts coming down towards it, I would watch carefully. If it crosses it and if this bull indicator gets canceled by another bear indicator in the process, and if we start seeing back-to-back red bars, something similar to this. Now, also in that process, if it's pulling downwards, also we want to watch those outflows if they cross over. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? The first thing is right down here at 110, guys. Literally, the low of the day is 111, and where that bull indicator popped up is between 111 and 112. I would just round this down to 110. That is a key support I would watch, how things are reacting there. And if that gets broken through, the next support is down here at 106 to 105. It's the one level that's holding everything up after picking up with strength here and getting these inflows back up from the 28th to the 29th. And it's been actually in this consolidation, if you really think about it, in the last several days. So those are the critical supports to the downside. And to the upside, the first resistance I'm watching is 120. And if that's accomplished, the next resistance is up here at 125 to 126, where that last bear indicator popped up way back here on December 22nd when the outflows were below the midpoint and they decided to pull down even further, and things have been weak all the way down to the lows here that were slightly below $1. And like I always stated, this stock needs to fight above $1, especially the bulls, if they want to have any strength here, because any moment this is below $1, the higher the possibility of delisting or having a reverse split because of NASDAQ compliance. So something to keep in mind, and the risk of this stock. The stock was actually saved when the whole entire speculation and indirect correlation of short interest and also squeezing of MMTLP going private, it brought itself up above $1 and it stayed above $1 for 10 consecutive days, and it managed to save itself. But if it goes right back down, that risk does remain and it does exist if it stays below $1. So something to keep in mind. So those are the key levels I would watch to the upside and to the downside. I'll watch these bull and bear indicators and the strength in the inflow versus outflow, as right now we're above it on the 30-minute as well as here on the 1 hour. But on the 5-minute within the volatility, we're below it. And same thing here. We're at the borderline midpoint right there with the 15-minute, whether it comes back up or down. That's what I'm going to watch, and how much strength it can bring onto the charts with bringing up the 30-minute and the 1 hour with it, or bringing down some of that weakness into the 30-minute and the 1 hour going into tomorrow and the next few days. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.